Hi everyone, my name's Sarah. Now, normally on this channel, the art that I do is on paper. I will color, paint, draw on canvases and cardstock, but today I'm going to be creating art on my face with the new Crayola makeup collection from Asos. Lots of hand talking. Jeez. A 100% honest review from me. This video is not sponsored in any way. I purchased these products with my own money. I wish it was sponsored so they could have sent me this and sent me more items. I saw these on Twitter. It was a tweet to Jeffree Star, and since then I have watched his review video and James Charles as well. I'm a little less excited about these, to be honest, but I want you guys to be hyped still. You'll get to see me unbox the products, swatch them, and do a little bit of a look on my face. Not anything super colorful. It's gonna be more natural. For any of you hoping that this would have like the Mermaid palette and have all the colorful, crazy pops of eye color, I didn't get those, unfortunately, because I don't normally wear that day to day, and I wanted to test the ones that I would actually use in my life. But without further ado, let's stop the blabbing and get on into the products. Alright, let's dig into this. So I have my receipt, which will say that I spent a lot of money. Actually, it doesn't say the prices, but I know that I spent over $100 on 4 items. I did it. I was about to say I did it for you guys, but no, my Crayola heart. These are so pretty. One of these is a face palette with contour, highlight, blush, and the other is an eyeshadow palette in warm nudes. So gorgeous! I do think it's cool that these are an actual cardboard like the crayon box that you see here. So it's very reminiscent of the actual art supplies. And it does have the squiggly line on either side like a crayon. And I decided to get one lip and cheek crayon in the shade, where is it? Velvet Pink, which this does not look like a velvet pink. I feel like I could color with this box. It's a square crayon. Finally, I have the 4-piece makeup brush set, which looked very colorful on the website. They used the best color gradient for this box. It's my favorite type of blue, a turquoisey cerulean mixed into an orchid fuchsia purpley color at the bottom. So gorgeous. Do 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 bottom. Oh my gosh. He's okay. Now that we've been through the close-ups of the packaging, I'm gonna open these, starting with the littlest one. This box is a little bit flimsy. I'm not too worried about that though. This product is cruelty-free, vegan, and talc-free. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Not too sure how I feel about the name of this. That's really not a pink. It's more of a dusty mauve or rosy, I don't know. And I definitely think that it would have been even cooler if the plastic, like the barrel of each lip crayon was the color of the tip. For the price point of this, which I'll put on the screen because I forget, it was a little bit pricey for this tiny guy right here. First impressions, it's so creamy and it's pretty pigmented. I'll try this on my lips in just a few minutes. Ooh, I think I just got some on my nose. It has a subtle hint of black licorice smell. It's not very strong. I think that's what I'm smelling. It's like clove or black licorice. I don't think I've ever smelled a makeup product that is quite the scent. It's not necessarily a bad thing because, like I said, it's not overpowering. But anyway, let's get on into, I guess, the brushes now. Get out our oil spill scissors here. I see hollow. Wait, it's iridescent. I remember some people got heated because I made a hollow phone case tutorial, just because that's more searchable than like iridescent phone case tutorial. Some things were hollow, but some things were not. And they're like, oh my gosh, you don't know what hollow is. I'm like, girl, I had Pokemon cards when I was a kid. I know what hollow is. My first thoughts on this is that it's very pretty, but it does feel like Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so mean. Like, Crayola, please don't watch this video, but the quality of this, like, it looks like it's nicely made, but just like the feel is like you would pick something up from Dollar Tree. That really hurt. Oh my gosh, I forgot to turn the autofocus back on. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, thank goodness. My heart just went through a lot there. I thought that I was out of focus this whole time. No, okay. The zipper looks like it's good quality, so let's try this. Oh, okay. Zipper's good. Oh my gosh, everything just fell out. Yes, I did just pick this up with my toes. I was kind of surprised that they went with just this basic font instead of the outlined Crayola logo that's normally on a crayon or like on the outside of the packaging, how it's bubbled. So that to me is a little bit strange. Well, not strange, I don't know. It's just like an interesting marketing choice in my opinion. So let's get inside. Open it up. What is this for? I guess you can just put some makeup in there, store other things. This is a set of 4 brushes for the eyes, cheeks, and lips. It has a blush brush, highlighter blush, so that's cheeks, eyeshadow brush for the eyes, lip brush for the lips, obviously. For adult use only. That would have made childhood me be really offended and be like, Mom, I'm getting these because it says adults only. They are synthetic hair brushes, and they're inspired by bright Crayola colors and designed with a shiny white handle and silver, I've never seen this word before. Ferrule. F-E-R-R-U-L-E. Ferrule? I don't really know. This seems like the bristles are a nice quality and is not gonna fall apart. I definitely would have expected these to be at least half the price. There's only 4. I definitely like the colors. This is almost the exact same width as an actual Crayola marker, which is pretty cool. It's a little bit more narrow. They're very pretty. Would I recommend that you pay, what was this, $40 for this set and this bag thing? Definitely not. They feel really soft. Moving on to the face palette. Now, like I did mention, if you guys missed it, I didn't get the bright colors. I didn't get the rainbow palettes or mermaid palettes that they have. I'm still like really curious why they chose white too. Maybe it's a contrast thing, like you open it up and bam, there's the colors. Oh my gosh, mirror in your face. The mirror is really nice. I love how big this is. I could actually do my makeup with this mirror, which is great. I like the shades that are in here, the highlights, the bronze tones. I normally use more of a brownish bronzer though, instead of like, this is kind of orangish, so hopefully that doesn't look too weird with my skin tone. The blushes are cool too. I'm sure I can make them work. I normally don't do a dark, deepish red. And the pink is a little bit purpley pink, like bubblegum pink. So I think maybe just like a really light dusting of the blush will do well. Actual quality of this palette, I mean, it's not falling apart, but when you push on it, and not even hard, I'm not even trying to break it, it just seems like eventually if you do accidentally drop it, it's gonna fall right out and break apart. And I did see in another review by either James Charles or Jeffree Star, because I watched both of them and I kind of am mixing up what they each said about it individually, but either Sister or Jeffree had one of these fall out and it didn't have a pot underneath. It was just like in the plastic. So that's strange. That's a new thing. And then I have the nude eyeshadow palette. So yeah, nothing crazy. These are really pretty. It looks like there's, I think, 4 matte and the rest are shimmers. Where is the pigment? Where? It's there kind of. I also did a really tiny comparison of the Naked 2 palette eyeshadow versus the Crayola eyeshadow. They aren't exact dupes or anything, but I did a shimmer and a matte next to each other. The Naked is in the middle and the Crayola is on the outside. So if you can see, they are fairly similar. The shimmer is almost the exact same formula and quality. And with that brown there, I would say the Crayola one's a little bit more powdery, but it's actually a deeper hue. I need to go wash these off before we move on to testing the makeup on the face, because I had this brilliant idea to wear a white shirt today. It's a little bit chilly out since the sun is not out. I got this on my brand new shirt. This is the first time I have ever worn it. I would put my arm over with the swatches. Oh my gosh. Why? So I'll be right back. So far, the only makeup I have on my face that I applied earlier before filming is foundation. and mascara and eyeliner. The fallout is insane. This is the face palette. So I'm supposed to be using one of these as a contour. I really would rather use a dark eyeshadow, honestly. I got a lot on there. Oh my gosh. To be fair, if you guys do end up buying the face palette, I'm going to try this top one here so you guys can see on this side of my face. It's not blended completely yet. I did cheekbones and then up along the hairline and along the jaw. I feel like it's blended completely out. It's definitely not as dark as the contour palette that I normally use. Can you guys see that? I feel like I should be a little more heavy-handed and make it show up more just for the purpose of doing a more bold look. But I guess normal everyday life, I still would make it a little bit darker than this. Okay. Well, I went in with the middle color. That one's really orange. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, wow. If your complexion is any darker than mine, there's not going to be a color dark enough for you. Like, it's barely dark enough for me. I'm not loving the bronzer slash contour. Let's move on to the blush. Let's go with the bubblegummy pink. Not terrible. The orangey bronzer is still not blended out. Go, go, go. Next, we're gonna get into the highlight, but before we get into that, I would like to ask a quick favor of you guys. If you love makeup and you wanna support a really good friend of mine who is amazingly talented and did a body paint with me a few months back, please support Carrie or Makeup Madhouse in the NYX Face Awards. She's in the top 20 and she wants to make it to the top 12. So if you have a minute, please vote for her. I'll put the link in the description box below. I would really appreciate it. For highlight, I'm gonna go in here. Ooh, that's really shimmery. I just realized I probably didn't have my brush cleaned off. So that side's a little bit pinky. Oops. I did not switch from the contour slash blush brush to the highlight one, so we'll try this again. Oh yeah, this one works a lot better up there. Put a little down here. Whoa, way too much. I gotta blend that out with my fingers. This brush, no, I'm not gonna cut it. Use the eyeshadow brush to do the tip of my nose. Oh my gosh. The pigment from the brush bristles literally came off in the white eyeshadow, not eyeshadow, but the white powder, the white face powder, highlight powder. It's literally purple on the tip of my nose right now. Can you guys tell? It's actually purple. I can't get the purple off. This highlight is not working for me. I don't know if it's because I have naturally oily skin that it's not really working. We're just gonna go with this, I guess. We'll move on to the eyeshadow, and then after that, I'll of course do the lips so you guys can see how the crayon. I'm really excited for the lip crayon. Okay, so I love an inner corner highlight. I'm gonna put some tan over my highlight to kind of fade it down a little. It's not too highlighty, it's just, it didn't blend in and it was more of a pinky iridescent than, okay, it's still looking like purple on my nose. Why? I'm using this just to kind of coat my entire eyelid. And then I went back in with the light one to do an underbrow highlight. Something I'm noticing about the eyeshadow brush in the Crayola set is that it's way too big for my liking. I mean, look at the comparison between the naked one, which I'm used to right here, versus this one. It's not as shaped, it's more round. I'll do this one for a crease. Whoa, this is so big. There's no detailing whatsoever. It's so hard to detail with this. It just got all into everything. Maybe I'm just not used to anything except the naked brush and this is what people use, huh? Then I'm taking the dark one, trying to make it a little bit smoky. I knew it. Tati just came out with her Crayola Makeup collection review. I was working on blending the eyeshadow. It doesn't look terrible. And I also figured out to just use the lip brush. I did this brow here. I mean, I don't really fill in my brows a lot. My brows are so dark. It probably looks like I added so much darkness, but no, this is how my brows are. But the lip brush definitely works with the darkest eyeshadow color. And I'm just going to just give a little bit of shape. I just do the arch very subtly over here. Enough with all the face powders. I'm gonna line and fill in my lips with this. I can't talk and do this, even though I am talking and doing this. Smile, okay. I really love the shade. The thing about this, since it's so oily and smooth, it glides really quickly. So you do have to be very, very careful to be precise with your lines because they will get all rigid and you'll go outside of the outline that you're trying to draw. The other thing that's really weird about this is since it is so smooth and glossy, it's not drying, but it doesn't feel like a lip gloss necessarily. It kind of feels like I have eaten something with olive oil on it and it's like stuck on my lips kind of. After it does fade though, all the oil goes away and then it kind of just looks like a lip stain. This is after I've kissed myself a few times. I don't mind this. I think it looks really good. I'm just kind of nervous about how long it lasts. If you guys are curious about how it would work on the cheeks, because it does say you can use it on your cheeks as a blush. It's kind of like it does feel like a cream blush. If you guys like cream blush, it's not bad. I think it does blend in better than the powder, to be honest. It actually, when you rub it in enough, you can't feel it, but maybe that's because it all goes away. I don't know. Crayola, I love you. I love your crayons, your markers, your watercolor paints. I wish that I could say I love your makeup, but there's just so many things about this, and I hate to say this. I feel really sad right now because Crayola has been a huge part of my life. Since before I could talk, I was coloring with crayons. I was in middle school coloring in coloring books with Crayola crayons while my classmates were talking about boys and dating and then there's me coloring. The fact that I don't love this makeup and I probably probably 90% will not break these out again to even use any of the shades in my normal routine because I do have the Naked palettes and I do have the Tartelette highlight and contour palette. With the heavy heart, I do not recommend these to you. I really, really, really hope though, Crayola, that you do maybe try to launch a makeup line in the near future and work with a bigger company like Tarte or Urban Decay, just throwing some things out there. Or NYX or e.l.f. Really just anyone that has their formula together that could really help you out. And I feel like you could be a lot more creative with the setup of these. Like Tati was saying, make it shaped like an actual watercolor palette or like the actual crayons and markers, like more so than even this. And definitely, guys, please do not get the black shade of this. If you do get this one, like it's okay, but the black is kind of like a gray almost. It's not pigmented and it will not show up well on your eyes. Regardless of the disappointment, I hope that this review was helpful for you all. If you did enjoy, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you'd like to join the family, I am mostly an arts and crafts DIY channel, but I do some makeup sometimes because it is an art form. But if you want to subscribe, please do so by clicking that red button and the bell notification icon. I usually post 2 videos a week, but I am headed to VidCon. I'll actually be there as you're watching this video, so I may not have a second video up this week, but I will be posting some really cool art videos and exciting stuff soon. I hope to see you back and have a great rest of the day, everyone. Bye. Trying to do a thumbnail.